is as we proceed.
This is as we proceed, where good taste and pop culture references go to die.
Yep. That's probably the most accurate tagline.
Yeah, that's probably
so far.
Yeah, that's a great tagline.
Seattle Segundo. That's Chris over there.
Yeah, the Chris Valens.
What are you looking up over there, Chris?
I'm trying to figure out exactly what happened to Lil Pump's album, so I don't misspeak.
Okay. Well, what do we know about Lil Pump so far?
Well, Lil Pump was supposed to release his highly anticipated Harvard Dropout mixtape, spelled Harverd, so he didn't get sued by the good old Crimson.
Oh my goodness.
So Lil Pump's 18th birthday was on August 17th, last Friday. So the album was supposed to come out. People were like, "Where's the album?" Lil Pump said he somehow lost the album.
Okay.
He was so then he said, "Where the fuck is that?" Apparently
this
the
is
whole
where
video.
Journalism comes in. Where you just read the story right off your phone.
Yes, this is high tech stuff. This is called last minute segments, kids. Lil Pump is apparently smashing shit. Oh my god, there's a very loud Instagram video. Oh my god, he lost his album. Help me find it.
When did this turn into a reaction video?
Hold on. How do you help me find it?
Okay.
Dude, what, are we supposed to like get access to your computer files, you fucking idiot? Like, all right, hold on. Okay, Gazzy Garcia. I think that's how you. No, is that how you pronounce his first name? It's Gazzy. Gazzy? Is that what it would be?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't put it
I'm very bad phonetically. I'm very bad.
I just call him Lil Pump.
Yeah, I know that would be the smart thing to do.
All right.
But how can fans help him locate his album?
I don't.
Like, it's very confusing. Like, he's gonna fly people down to Miami to look for his album.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
is he gonna send a search party out somewhere in South Florida? Guys, help me locate my album. It's somewhere in the woods.
Well, it's clearly supposed to be like a cry for help.
He's gonna put it on the back of milk cartons. Where's Harvard Dropout?
That would be a dope promotion right there.
Well, Lil Pump, did you see his Nardwuar interview?
Yeah.
He did say like he could barely read, I guess he is admitting himself he's not a particularly intelligent person.
I guess, but my thing is like, how do your label not have a backup copy?
Yeah,
of his album?
I mean, the kid is. I mean, he's a millennial.
Yeah, he's a true millennial.
You'd think.
Yeah.
I mean, I think anybody in the digital age has had experience with losing a file before.
Yeah.
And if once you lose a valuable file, you make sure that shit's backed up. You're paranoid as fuck. I mean, I was only speaking for myself. Like, has that happened to you? Like, do you get paranoid as hell when back on board files? I do too.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, maybe he's not a millennial. Maybe he was born in the 1920s because he doesn't learn. It's clear he doesn't know how modern technology works.
Maybe he's been hanging out with my 83-year-old grandmother.
He probably walked into like Geek Squad, like, I lost my album. It's in your hands now. I'll be back in 2 hours.
Because Lord, can you imagine that?
What,
Little Pump, like. I mean, I'm sure. Obviously, he's not like a full-blown star yet, but he's had a couple of he's had a couple of hits.
Yeah.
And like, imagine like he just goes into like the local Best Buy.
Oh my God!
And goes into
Lil Pump.
Yeah, it's Lil Pump. Like, first off, going to a Best Buy in 2018 is a bold move.
Yeah.
So Lil Pump's like, oh my God, where the fuck is my album?
Yeah, no.
Geek Squad, help me!
Yeah. I think it's funny that like
he's just going in there with like a Supreme jacket
I find the idea funny that probably his biggest fans are behind the counter. And the thing is, they can probably easily just like 2 seconds later, it's like, oh, here's your album, here it is. Oh yeah, can we get a copy of it? And he just walks out. He's like,
no.
I think
it would be great. Now, see, this isn't a good publicity stunt.
Why not?
Not. I'm saying if it's fake, which I don't think it is.
I think it's genius, personally, because I don't see any other way of me trying to look up or listen to his music.
Now, see, it would be great.
They can make it into a treasure hunt.
It would be great if the album didn't come out for like 4 more months.
Yeah.
No, see, it would be corny if it just came out like this Friday. That would be weak.
Yeah.
If that shit's truly lost, like make that shit come out on in December.
We want a full-blown Scooby-Doo mystery, man.
Actually, you know who's gonna find it? The Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes.
That's who's gonna find it.
That's a good idea.
The Harlem Globetrotters are gonna Scooby-Doo and the Harlem Globetrotters are gonna discover the album.
All right, so what's next? I guess I don't really have much of a take on this. This is
just this story's fucking amusing as hell.
Yeah.
No, but I didn't know that because obviously, as you just saw live, you got a live reaction of me reading the whole story. To doing my using my journalistic methods. See, guys, my degree did come in handy.
There you go.
It only took 2.5 years, but finally it came in handy with me reading the story. No, but I didn't know that he was honestly asking his fans to help him find it. And I don't know what posting a video of you smashing shit is gonna do.
Oh my goodness.
So Lil Pump, even 18-year-olds are confused with technology, guys. Yeah, so nobody knows technology, nobody understands it. That's the bottom line. And that's why robots are going to take over the world.
Yeah, well, my thing is, once he finds the album, this album better be freaking amazing For all the crap
it'll
that
probably be
he's
up.
going through.
I mean, I think Lil Pump.
You know what would be great if it's revealed that J. Cole went on his computer and switched the album. So with one of his albums,
J. Cole sabotaged it. Yeah, J. Cole sabotaged the album.
He extracted like his album and snuck in like the sequel to KOD, and he's gonna release that to the masses, and that's gonna be the album. That would be pretty amazing.
No, because J. Cole's it's
corner,
part
like,
of
twiddling his mustache.
Yeah, exactly. It's part of J. Cole's master plot to put everyone to sleep. J. Cole's gonna take over the world by mass drowsiness.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, everybody, the brand new Macintosh computer is going to come with a copy of J. Cole's album.
Yeah, the new dills that is hooked up with. No, Lil Pump's new album it's actually a promotion for the new iPhone. Whenever that drops.
Oh my god!
It's gonna come preloaded. It's gonna be the new U2 situation. It's gonna be a U2 situation.
Yeah.
Like, why can't I turn this off? It's just gonna be a skeleton on a loop.
He'd probably be the most hated rapper on earth if he did that.
I mean, he's already well on his way to that.
Oh, I was talking about J. Cole.
Okay.
Like if everyone,
people
trying to delete J. Cole's album, they couldn't get rid of it.
I can tell you right now, even in the SoundCloud rap generation, where it's really fun to hate on the kids with the multicolored hair and the gold teeth and whatnot. Lil Pump gets, he might be like he's one of the most hated rappers, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
I'd say probably he's up there. I'd say probably only 6ix9ine is probably the only person that gets more heat than him.
Yeah, Russ is pretty up there.
Yeah.
People don't like Russ.
No. I mean, there's a lot of guys.
And one of these days we're gonna have to review a Russ album, so we'll find out how much we really hate him.
We'll see.
We'll find out how badly we really don't like Russ.
It all depends on how the calendar shakes out. You know, that's how that shit works. That's how the shit works on a monthly podcast.
Russ is the one that he has Lil Pump's album.
You know, I think it'd be great if somebody if it was somebody like honestly stole the hard drive.
Next episode we're gonna be like we're gonna have like a giant like cork board of like notes of trying to figure out the mystery to what happened to Lil Pump's album.
I think we should just solve this. I think this is how we get our big break. Is we launched a search party. Well, you do work for an airline, so we could fly down to Florida.
Just fully draped in like
yeah, and you have family in the Miami area, right? Yeah, I do. Yeah, so there we go. We stay at your whoever lives down there.
Yeah.
Or your grandmother, your cousins, wherever, and we'll just go and hang out and go find Lil Pump's album.
I have to explain to my grandma.
We'll reach out to Mr. Garcia. We'll get him on the line. We'll get his people on the line, and we're
gonna start a detective agency. Me and you. All right. Next story. Because I'm done with this.
I can talk about this for half an hour. I'm fascinated by this. This is a strong contender for the greatest story I've heard all year.
Well, okay, so let's talk about the slime language mixtape. Do you want to tell me what came up with this? Your idea?
All right. Well, basically, about a week and a half ago, Feliciano and I were supposed to. MC, you could explain it better because you actually went.
A good friend of mine, Mr. Danny Phantom, this is the part of the show where I plug his music. Danny Phantom held an event at O'Brien's here in our hometown. Me and Chris were supposed to MC that event, but Chris had a situation come up where he couldn't go, and he didn't tell me.
Yeah, I mean, it was mostly my fault. I mean, you did fail to confirm it with me. You said like, "Oh yeah, I'll see if I can get the day off from work."
Okay.
And I'm great. But I bailed on you, and it was a dick move. I had some shit going on.
Now we're wrapping
it was 95% my fault.
There you go. So.
As punishment,
what we decided is I'm going to read some of the worst lyrics from this mixtape.
All right. We need a little bit because I said as a punishment for bailing on you. Because we probably would have reviewed slime language if not for this situation.
I guess
it's a strong chance
because it's a toss up between that and Aretha Franklin's greatest hits.
Exactly. Or Madonna's greatest hits. Timely references.
There we go.
All right. But all right, so I was like, all right, you know what? I have a punishment for myself. I will not only will I not review slime language, I will not listen to the album for at least a week.
Which confuses me because how is that torture for you?
Because I have to wait longer to hear it.
So what?
And
you really care that much about
Yes! I absolutely do.
This is like me when like Recovery came out, and every time somebody would play it, because I hadn't heard the album yet. Every time somebody would play Recovery, I would just cover my ears.
I haven't heard anything from the album. Obviously, I don't outside. Yeah, he hasn't released any singles in advance or anything like that.
Do you need to have heard? Like, do you really need to? It's every single Young Thug release.
Young Thug is he's all over the place, man. You don't know. Every time you press play on a Young Thug song, it's an adventure. You don't know. You don't know what the fuck you're gonna get.
Oh yeah.
Don't disrespect my goddamn president.
I'm sure he's painting a completely different picture than he's done on past.
Okay, lyrically, sure. Young Thug is a goddamn one-man adventure. He is the fucking Indiana Jones of hip hop.
Well, anyway, let's get into this. I feel like this is more torture for me.
No. So basically, I was like, all right, so I want to punish myself. So I'm going to tell you everything I know about the record, just so you don't tell me anything I already know.
Go ahead.
All right, so basically I know it's like roughly 15 tracks or so. I know that Lil Uzi Vert has a guest spot on it. Gunna has a couple guest spots on it. Lil Baby, Duke.
You ain't slime enough.
I know that he had an album release party at a Dave & Buster's in LA, which is fucking outstanding. The best part is he tweeted it out early in the day, like it was like everybody can come. But then he said like private invite only. Now imagine trying to pull up to the Dave & Buster's and it's still, I don't know if the kids are back at school in August, but can you imagine if it's like 7 o'clock and you're like, all right, we're just gonna take the kids to Dave & Buster's. Oh wait, it's locked down. It's private. Young Thug has rented out the Dave & Buster's. Yeah. Now I would just like to. I have a visual of Young Thug just like listening to his album, like jamming out, like playing like Papa Shot.
Yeah.
Or like Skee Ball.
That's how it feels. In my mind, that's how it is.
Like
too.
There's Jeffrey celebrating his 27th birthday playing Skee Ball.
I love Dave & Buster's, man. I wish we
Dave & Buster's is a good time.
Yeah. But
it's
anyway,
a good time.
So
ruin shit for me.
All right, let's see. What do we have? I'm just gonna go to the first lyric. Also, thanks to XXL Magazine for posting this article up, so I didn't have to go that far to find it.
Exactly.
Where do we have? I mean, a lot of these are just generic.
And this is gonna be a riveting segment for everybody. I know this is great stuff.
Yeah, me reading lyrics
this is just
album.
Fucking spectacular theater.
Well, the thing is, like,
but it's gonna bring me a lot of pain.
If you say so. Let's see. What do we have here? Balenciaga, Triple S, the first whip. My niggas. Oh, by the way, I'm using the N-word for all those people out there. There we go. I mean, I use the N-word.
I was gonna say you're not me, so you're clear. You're all clear on that.
You mean I'm not white?
No,
so I can
you're good.
I keep the syrup with me. Purple Axe, purple Kush, purple Perks, nigga. I tote Fear of God by the jeans with the skirts, nigga. I wore Balmain way before you church niggas. I know Chanel, personal work, Celia. I know I'm the GOAT. I know all four. This is a lot less fun for me than I thought it was gonna be. Let's see.
Hey, they're not all winners.
Yeah, I mean,
you could have shot this down.
Sure, whatever. Riding in the new Maybach, dunk on his hoe like Shaq. Jimmy Choo shoes, relax. Givenchy socks to match. I was just smoking on Thrax. Is it like Anthrax?
Anthrax, yeah. Okay. That's bad. So that means Young Thug's gonna die.
It's just a strain of weed, I'm assuming.
Thrax? Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not Anthrax.
I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say if you're smoking on Anthrax, Jeffrey Williams might not make it to 28. There's gonna be 47 kids in the Atlanta area without a father.
Good grief. I told the bits that wasn't my kid. I need a paternity. Pull up on your block and take your cookie. Call me Bernie. I scream slime, slime, slime. They come in a rush. I got snakes tatted on me and my chain on my neck. That doesn't even rhyme, but all right.
Well, Young Thug doesn't need no words, as you know.
Diamonds on my Cartiers. I see farther than Farrakhan.
Okay.
I know niggas get extorted like the common cold.
Exactly. These are the
What does that mean? Oh, Thugger, you need to come get on the show and explain yourself.
As you know, the man doesn't need no words.
If you say so. Let's see, what else do we have here? I got some rings on my fingers, hands shining like the Thriller. I get that, the glove. Okay.
Exactly.
Whipping it, go grab the trigger. Foreign's behind me, BMF. Boy in the jet with a real plug, 200 racks of Skrilla. Red bottoms, she a killer. Red bottoms. Gucci slides for the chillin'. Jimmy Choo when I miss her.
Oh.
All right.
Look at that. Jeffrey's a romantic.
Are we done yet? Can we
give me one more.
Okay. Oh, you need one more for
I need one more,
okay,
exactly.
All right, there you go. And I apologize if this all gets downvoted, by the way. let me find you a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you better fucking hit a goddamn home run on the last one.
It's not. I didn't write the lyrics.
I know. Well, I know, Felicia. You know what?
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. This is from the song Scoliosis featuring Gunna.
Oh my God, there's a song called Scoliosis. That has to be the song of the year.
Okay, I'm a dance. I was sexting your mama, nigga. We smoked them. We don't care about no karma. All my homies are protected like Obama. Ancient gold Rolex like a condom.
Oh!
There we go. Bars.
That's right. No one can beat Jeffrey.
Oh, man. You know, this reminds me of a comment someone left on one of our episodes, which is, this is the whitest hip-hop podcast. Keep doing your thing.
What the hell? All right, well,
this is the whitest hip-hop podcast.
I am extremely white.
I can hear McCall laughing. Also, I can hear McCall laughing in the other room. So thank you for that.
Was this on a video or is this on the audio version?
One of the videos he did.
Well, I mean, granted, there are a lot of white people with the last name Segundo.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very white name.
All right. Moving on.
Feliciano also.
Slime language in stores now.
Yes.
All right, go listen to it at your local Dave & Buster's.
Exactly. Yeah, if you're in the LA Dave & Buster's, see if Jeffrey's Essence is still there.
Oh, goodness. All right, so moving on to the big one. This is probably going to be the big one.
Yeah, welcome to the rest of the episode, guys. This was a little, the first 15 minutes was a prelude to a whole lot of Nicki Minaj talk.
All right, so where do I begin?
Honestly,
with this
can we like send her a thank you note? Because she just gave us the biggest content gift.
She wants to give the Cocksucker of the Year award to Charlamagne today. If you listen.
Oh, Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah, so the VMAs were yesterday, last night. Also, let's cut to that picture of a good old Onika.
Okay, you know what?
There we go.
You know what I love? Hey, that's the album cover.
I meant like a regular picture, but that's fine too. So Onika, she accepts her award on the VMAs yesterday for Chun-Li, I believe it was.
It was a Chun-Li video, yes.
And she gets up on stage. For those of you guys that don't know, she was on Twitter yesterday going crazy. Well,
Sunday she started. It started on Sunday.
It would feel so recent, but anyways.
Well, because it's been ongoing.
Yes. She sent out a string of tweets regarding her album.
String, I think, is lowballing it. She flooded Twitter. She had a Trump-esque meltdown on the Twitter.
So what was the first one? The first one that really caught my eye was the one about Travis Scott.
It started with
here. Travis sold. So this is essentially Travis Scott came out with Astroworld, and that was the #1 album in the country. But according to Onika, it's the #2 album. So she was pretty upset about that, and she tweeted, "Travis sold 50K of these, meaning albums, with no requirement of redeeming the album." Well, so what she's referring to is she didn't actually sell albums.
Well, because I'll provide a little context on that. So Travis, as a promotion with Astroworld, he was selling like a different piece of merch every day. It was like he was selling merch, and every piece of merchandise came with the album.
Exactly.
And because of
bundles.
Because of this, which mind you, this is not a new practice.
No,
this is far from a new practice.
Nicki Minaj has done this.
Yeah, and because of this, Travis ended up outselling Nicki with the second week of the album.
Exactly. So she says, with no dates for a tour, etc. Which, I mean, he did announce dates for the tour after.
Yeah, he announced it yesterday, but like as of Sunday, they weren't out yet.
I mean, it's irrelevant.
And Travis, mind you, literally in the midst of this, said the dates are coming next week.
Exactly.
And surprised they did.
Exactly. So so I spoke to him. So she called him on the phone. She says he knows. This is the most disrespectful thing ever. He knows he doesn't have the #1 album. What is his first grade bull crap?
Travis is probably just like, okay. Yes, Nicki. I don't have the #1 album.
Say,
like Travis doesn't care. You think if Travis finished #2, you think he'd be like, oh no.
I love my fans for the #1 album in America. I'll explain on Queen Radio. Four albums in, #1 album in 86 countries.
No. See, this makes it even worse. Is that the album was #1 in 86 additional countries.
Exactly.
So she's just mad that she didn't win in the United States.
America, motherfucker.
Also, her album was #2 and it did fine.
Exactly.
So Charlamagne the God. Numbers.
Charlamagne the God. Before we were gonna go in here and like talk about this anyway, but thank goodness Mr. Leonard talks about it on the Breakfast Club. Gives her Donkey of the Day for.
She should get like Donkey of the Day for the next fucking month.
Yeah. But the thing is, he was very nice about it. He was like, "You have #2, the new #2 album in America. You should be happy about it." You know, he's throwing his #2s up. You know, he's celebrating, championing Nicki Minaj. But no, it wasn't good enough for her. So she goes on the VMAs. I think it was the night after.
This was yesterday. It has to be yesterday. Yeah.
And she accepts her award for Chun-Li, saying that on Queen Radio, which is today, by the way.
Can't wait for
Radio is going to be discussing giving out an award for the Cocksucker of the Year or Cocksucker of the Day, which was a blatant shot at Charlamagne the God. So, ladies and gentlemen, this beef is gonna rival Pusha T and Drake.
No, I wouldn't even call. Yeah, okay. I guess it's a beef with Charlamagne, but
I'm just kidding.
But Nicki. And this is that's just a taste of what she had to offer. She not only stopped there, she blamed people that had nothing to do. So my first album sold 400K. No one is doing that with debut albums now. Travis literally did those numbers. So I'm grateful. I lost out on 12 hours of sales and it did 200K in 1 week after I was supposedly canceled.
Yeah.
Well, because oh god, that was a whole other freaking thing in the middle of the week. I bit my tongue last Queen Radio, but I won't on Tuesday. I love you guys so much.
Which means she's got some takes and she's not letting go. Oh, I can't wait to see what she left out.
What did she leave out?
I have no idea. I looked at the numbers the Carters, the Kanye, Nas, etc. recently did. Travis sold 200K in his first week of clothes alone. I spoke to him last night, and he said that he's been selling clothes before the music. Billboard says they'll change the rules because of this, so it should be changed now. This Veruca Salt.
This is legit. If Donald Trump released an album,
I swear
this
to
is
God.
what would happen.
Yo, this is Veruca Salty right here. There she go.
First, like again, like Nikki, you're really like complaining. You're like they screwed me over. Oh, first off, her album came out at like noontime on that Friday. I don't think.
Yo, that was
sure,
like the weirdest.
I
time
know
to
that
release
some
an album.
people will like stay up and listen to the record, but like you can't tell me that like people just put the oh god. Then she blames Drake. Then she blames Drake, and then Spotify put Drake's face in every play, but told me they'd have to teach me a lesson for playing my music 10 minutes early on Queen Radio. That didn't happen.
You don't think so?
Why the fuck would they be like, you know what, Nikki? You released the album 10 minutes before we got our hands on it.
I don't know,
Gone.
because the thing is, like, I don't know who it was, but going back to what you said, is like they released the album like 12 hours late, right? It was released at noon.
But I thought that the album, because she said the album was coming out the 17th because of the Tracy Chapman sample, which didn't even make it on the album.
Yeah.
But then I don't know, it seemed like me that she just said, screw it, and I'm going to put the album out anyways without the Tracy Chapman sample.
But it didn't come out? Oh,
it came out at like literally, it came out on the 10th. Like in the middle, and like like noontime, early, like mid-morning East Coast time.
The rollout was completely fucked up. But the thing is,
But like, it blew up. Like I friggin' found it. I was on Twitter at some time, like early afternoon on Friday. I found it came out. Like it's not like the word didn't get out.
Exactly.
Barbie Dreams and Coco Chanel were friggin' trending.
Exactly.
So
said,
like, give me a break.
She said
Nikki.
Spotify had to teach me a lesson, but rewarded
God.
they rewarded the man who has had an Apple radio show the longest, inadvertently helping the Apple platform the most. Oh, I can't wait for Queen Radio this Tuesday, that being today. They took away my promotion they had promised for the first couple of days because of this, Queen. Which, I mean, maybe I want to know, like, who's to blame. That's my thing. It's like, now we already have our second detective
it's
case.
Spotify people.
We have our second
It's the
detective
Spotify
case.
people.
Apparently so.
And then
And Kylie Jenner for
She
some
blamed
reason.
Kylie Jenner because she had an Instagram video promoting Travis's tour where she's like, yeah, come out and see me at Stormy. And somehow Kylie, that video, which I'm sure Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott, I'm sure they have a ton of crossover fans. I'm sure
definitely.
I'm sure that Kylie Jenner obviously like has a bajillion followers on social media.
I'm sure Kylie's the reason why.
And obviously, I'm sure realistically, no, Travis definitely didn't have wasn't already successful when they started dating or anything like that.
Yeah.
Travis is actually Asher World it was all Kylie Jenner people. Kylie Jenner actually bought all the albums herself. She is worth $1 billion, so she can afford that.
She went to Best Buy. Going back to Best Buy.
She went to Best Buy. She went past Little Pump at the Geek Squad and she bought all the albums. She brought like 50 U-Hauls with her. I was like, I bought all the albums.
Down the street from the David Buster's, the young fuck out. Okay,
Yep,
cool.
yep, exactly. Yeah, that one block in LA is hopping. Fucking hopping.
Nice.
It's a fucking hip hop village.
Oh, they're hip hop. I'm thinking like the village people for some reason.
Yeah. The cops there. Firefighters there. The Native
so-
Americans there.
All right,
It's
so
wild.
I don't really know where else to begin with this.
Well,
man.
it's just wild who she blamed.
All right.
Like, I'm surprised she didn't blame, like, I'm surprised she didn't try to blame Jay-Z and Beyonce. It's like they're on tour right now. Those took away time from people listening to my album.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm surprised she didn't blame the Russians.
Yeah, Robert Mueller.
Yeah, Robert Mueller.
That goddamn Robert Mueller.
WikiLeaks.
Anonymous hacked my
Julian
album.
Assange leaked out my album, and that prevented people from listening on Spotify.
Let's just take it further. Why don't we blame Wallace Shawn?
I think it was Richard Nixon.
You know what?
Watergate happened. So Queen, that affected Queen's listenings. Wallace Shawn, you're right. The Princess Bride.
Yeah, it had to
Very
have been
influenced,
him.
yeah.
Yeah. What, you know what?
The British royalty, Meghan Markle. That's it. That's what we should blame. People were reading articles about her going to Toronto without Prince Harry.
It's not fair that there's a band named Queen that's naming themselves after my album.
Yeah, what's this Bohemian Rhapsody movie?
Yeah, what's
this
the one
biopic
with
about
Bohemian-
Queen? That's not about me?
Yeah, what the
That's
heck?
not about me.
Yeah, I wrote Bohemian
It's false
Rhapsody.
marketing. I wrote it.
Why isn't the movie about me?
I think I was like, I don't even know if I was born when Bohemian Rhapsody came out, but I wrote it anyways.
Okay, yeah, no, this is just ridiculous.
This is
It's ridiculous.
the most
the most spoiled, like temper tantrumy type thing I've ever seen.
I can't go after Nicki too bad because I know her fans. I mean, like, I've defended Kanye West a lot. I mean, this is behavior that Kanye wouldn't be a huge shock if he engaged in.
Right.
I understand like loving Nicki, loving her music. Obviously, she's fucking been one of the most successful artists of the last 10 years.
I wouldn't have defended
and she has
Kanye
a devoted fan. No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
But like, it's a really hard time. I mean, people are coming after Nicki understandably so.
Right. She is like, I'm obviously being a woman in the rap game puts you at a disadvantage.
I don't think this particular incident has nothing to do with her gender. She's blowing making it sound like she was slighted. And like this is some kind of huge fucking problem.
I know, yeah.
Like the industry is out to screw like Spotify and Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner and Drake and all these people are out to screw her over out of the #1 spot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous. It doesn't mean anything, Nikki.
It really doesn't.
It doesn't mean anything at all.
I think we give Billboard way too much clout, I feel like.
No, and again, there isn't too many artists that are going to complain about not debuting at #1.
No.
Nikki, if you were that concerned about Travis Scott, you knew Travis Scott's merch sale ended on the 16th.
Yeah.
It was a 2-week thing. Yeah, if you were that concerned about him doing this, it was not a secret. He announced it before the album came out.
Yeah.
Then why didn't you keep the 17th release date?
I don't know.
You would have got it. Oh, then she claimed that they're going to screw Ariana Grande over this week.
Yeah, exactly.
Travis Scott's merch sale's over, so Travis Scott he literally can't do it again.
She might end up blaming Ariana Grande next week. Who knows?
No, because they're like really close.
Yeah, but I mean,
and I don't see.
If Ariana Grande outsells Nicki Minaj, would you really be all that
she's
surprised?
going to because it's the first week of her album.
Would you be all that surprised if she started getting upset at Ariana Grande?
Yes, because
Granted,
they're friends.
This is probably the only time we're going to mention her name.
And
on
it's
this show,
only the second. It's the second week of the album.
Okay.
If it was the first week, maybe, but I don't think Ariana Grande is somebody that she has a close relationship. I mean, they've been collaborating for like 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
Like repeatedly, they've been on each other's last 2 records apiece.
Yep.
So I don't think she's gonna be mad about Ariana Grande topping her. I think it's basically Ariana is gonna outsell her. I think it's just because Ariana Grande is obviously a fucking huge artist and it's her debut week.
She's just a bigger fan base.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I think it's a toss up. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Nicki's a huge Nicki. I mean, like I'd say right now she's going through kind of like what Katy Perry went through last year and what Lady Gaga went through a couple years ago. Where her popularity, and what Lady Gaga went through with Joanne, where they're popular, like they're still super popular. Their popularity's slightly going down.
Right.
I think Nicki's just at that point.
Can't handle it. Yeah.
Well, no. I think Katy Perry and Gaga didn't mention it at all.
What do you mean? Katy Perry, didn't she she released like an entire thing where she was just like depressed about how her 2017 was ruined or whatever?
I didn't hear about that. I mean, I know Gaga didn't give 2 shits.
No, Gaga's in that freaking amazing movie with A Star Is Born.
Well, apparently it's really good. Apparently it's really good.
She's out here doing her own thing. That's the thing. Is like, if you're so upset about this, why don't you just come harder next time? Just accept that you lost. Take the L.
I mean, it's not even an L. Your album did very well.
No, I'm saying I'm thinking in her perspective. Like in Nicki Minaj's mind, it's an L. You know what I mean? So if from your perspective, if you're taking this so internally, just come harder next time. It's that simple. Or you can just accept reality that it wasn't an L in the first
release.
place.
Or here's the thing: you control when your album comes out. You can talk to your label and say, "I don't want my album out this week."
Yeah.
And go to a week where there's no one that even stands a chance of outselling you.
There you go.
You got outsold by a rapper that has been on the rise for quite some time. Mm-hmm. Travis Scott is a fucking superstar.
Right.
He's a fucking superstar.
He's dominated the last couple of years compared to Nicki.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't try to accuse the critics of bias because Astro got better reviews than Queen did too.
Yeah.
It was just they're all against me.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, Nicki, I can't speak for her I don't know I don't know the details of her upbringing and whatnot and how long it took her to get into the industry. But Nicki Minaj, since she's been famous, she hasn't had that many hurdles. I mean, she's been a fucking star for the better part of almost a decade now. She's been pretty much untouchable.
Yeah.
And now she's losing her mind because her sales aren't out of control spectacular. They're still very good.
Yeah.
They're very good. I mean, her record, it sold she sold 200K.
Yeah,
she sold 200K
solid.
Physical copies.
I think 200K is the benchmark now for
200K is great.
What I'm saying, if any rapper sells 200K, they're automatically considered that's a good first week sale.
Still, and Astroworld did a little bit better, but I mean, I think the only albums that have done better than Nicki's this year have been Scorpion, Beer Bongs and Bentleys,
Cardi B's
album. I don't know if it did it initially. It might have, but I know it's had more. I know it's had more hit singles, but I'm not sure about the sales figures.
Who else?
And Astroworld.
And Astroworld, yeah.
That's pretty much it.
And if you want to count the Black Panther soundtrack, you can.
Did it do that well the first week?
I think so.
I know it's had a bunch of hits on it, but I don't know.
But anyway, let's actually talk about the album.
Yeah. Well, one thing we can't leave this without Nicki without the most insane statement that Nicki made when she compared herself yesterday to Harriet Tubman.
Yeah.
She said, "Imagine if Harriet, like basically saying like I'm speaking out against an injustice that I was screwed over by the chart people.
Yeah.
And imagine if Harriet Tubman just stood idly while the slaves tried to get to the north."
Yeah, I don't understand.
Nicki, like that's ridiculous.
I feel like Kanye wrote that.
You weren't slighted. And you can't compare yourself, like speaking out against your perceived slighting by a bajillion people in the recording industry because of you're not satisfied with your first week. And if she got number one, none of this would have came up.
Who knows, man?
You know, if Travis Scott did like say that literally Nicki sold 1,000 more copies than Travis, none of this would have happened.
Yeah,
she wouldn't have been going after Spotify.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have been going after Drake for some reason. I'm like, I'm sure Nicki's face, like also, like, who the fuck is on Spotify and sees someone's face on the promoted playlist and was like, I need to listen to that. If you like Nicki Minaj, you heard her fucking album.
Exactly.
You're aware that it's out. You probably listened to it.
Yeah.
Good fucking chance.
Those playlists aren't for people to gain new listeners. They're for people that are already fans of the artist.
I guess I think a playlist like that's just something you put on if you don't want to like change the song.
Right.
If you just like put it on just to like have his background noise.
I think what she's referring to is on when you go to Apple Music, they have like the Drake Essentials playlist.
Yeah.
It's like his greatest hits type thing.
But she was referring to Spotify because like they promote like when someone puts a new album out, they'll usually say like this is such and such.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Like I know that they did it because when I was on Spotify listening to Queen, I saw they had one for Ariana Grande this week.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming Nicki Minaj got slighted out of her This Is Nicki Minaj playlist on August 10th.
Sure, why not?
And now she's very, very upset. And that's the reason. That's the reason that Travis did more than her.
Had they not put the album on Spotify to begin with, that would have been a huge she would have had a reason to complain there.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
But they put it on. It was on that day.
I'm saying if it wasn't like if Spotify just decided to like pull out and be like, yeah, we're not featuring your album on our streaming service.
Yeah, but they did it.
No, I'm saying hypothetically speaking.
Sure.
She would have had a bigger dog in this fight.
Yeah, and also if she wanted to stop, then why didn't you do a merch line? Nicki, you could have if you bundled shit and that counts as sales.
That's
literally your tour mate. You're going on tour with Future. Future did that last year with his concert tickets. Because when I went to go see Future last year, you got not only the tickets went on sale after the self-titled and before Hendrix came out.
Yeah.
So I got the self-titled. Then the following week Hendrix came.
How much was all that?
I mean, it just came with the ticket. Well, I actually pretty much got like over half the ticket because I got friggin' open air seats, so it cost me $33, and I got 2 free albums out of it. So there you go. Yeah, Hendrix hooked it up. So
there you go. Ganja Burns.
Okay. Whoa. All right. Whoa. Ganja Burns. Yes. So now we're on to the album in question.
Yeah, I was waiting to get to this because this is. I mean, I don't want to just take away from what your rant there, but this is a 19-track album, and I want to get to it as quickly as possible.
Also, if Nicki, definitely, also Nicki, you're kind of guilty of fudging the numbers because guess what showed up in the middle of your album, in the middle of the streaming week? The song that's kind of conveniently called Fifi with 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
That's definitely not in the top 5 on the charts right now, Nicki. Seems like you're trying to fudge the numbers there too, Onika.
Well, she's learning how to game the system.
Hey, it still didn't work.
Yeah.
You put it in the middle of the week, it didn't work. Didn't work, Nicki. Didn't work. The Fifi streams didn't get you in the wrong spot.
All right, so we started with
Fifi.
Ganja Burns. All right, so
okay. I'm just saying I had to get that in there because I forgot that I was because I needed to mention that she is also guilty of fudging the numbers because magically in the middle of the week here comes the hit song that you happen to be on. Granted, I'm well aware that it's like a pick up the phone situation where it's essentially it's not a feature. It's like he gets the first half, you get the second half.
Yeah.
I mean, Murda Beats is also credited as an artist. Why isn't Murda Beats is silent on this
topic?
Where's Murda? Where does Murda?
I don't know.
Murda's like, I don't know. I've done beats for both of them.
I hope I'm not the cocksucker.
Yeah, exactly. Murda's just hanging out in Toronto. Like, keep me the fuck out of this shit.
This album is probably I don't even know where to be. I don't even know.
It's basically I would compare this record to this record, and this is just me speaking.
Okay.
This album to me was like Nicki Minaj in a lot of ways to me is like hip hop's Taylor Swift. Here's what I mean by that.
Whoops.
This is what I mean by that.
Now we're getting sued.
Is that the album? This album was literally like a roller coaster ride of how I felt about it. I was like halfway through this shit. I went from like, oh, this is good. Oh, this is really fucking bad. Oh, this is actually pretty decent.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. Woo!
thought I was the only one that felt that way. All right, cool.
Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah,
the entire fucking time.
It was the weirdest thing.
It literally changed by the track. For me,
it was like the first, like it changed by like every third track. It was like, what the heck is going on? So Ganja Burns, for example.
I think that song's fucking excellent.
Okay, thank you.
I
enjoyed it.
It's a fantastic. If you're gonna name your album Queen, you gotta come out and bring that shit. You gotta prove why you are royalty out of the fucking gate, and this is pretty much the best you could do.
Right? Yeah.
It does a great fucking job. It's a pretty fucking grandiose track. Epic might be a little too strong. But it's a very sweeping song.
There you go.
Very sweeping in scope, and it works a lot. Also, and Nikki, I've never thought the choruses are her strong point. The chorus on the song is fucking great.
It is. It's really good.
The beat is really interesting.
Her singing is really good too. I think she's. I don't know if
she's very improved as a singer. But I agree with that.
But yeah, I feel like I don't know if you have to credit some of that stuff, mixers or whatever. But I mean,
sure.
she's definitely stepped up her game as far as hooks
Absolutely.
go.
And the beat is really cool. It's like this guitar-driven beat. It's not what I expected from her, especially out of the gate. Yeah. And I was very like, I was very, very impressed out of the gate.
Can't say the same for Majesty.
Majesty was, I think the song starts off pretty well.
You are a fan of that garbage chorus?
I actually think the chorus is pretty good.
Oh I
think I've never heard an elaborate solo song, but I've liked what he's done in guest spots.
Nah, man.
And it's an interesting piano beat. I thought Nicki's verse was pretty good.
Nicki's verse was good.
And then my friend Marshall Mathers shows up, and boy, does he sound committed.
My goodness, I don't know what Eminem. Can I just like?
He doesn't want to do this anymore.
No, he does. That's the issue.
Does he?
He doesn't want to
sounds like it sounds like they woke him up from a fucking nap.
No. My issue with Eminem is this. Every single time Eminem comes on like an artist track and delivers this to them is a dream collaboration verse, he just never knows when to like cut down his verse.
Sure.
Because he's done this before. He did it on Big Sean's album, and he also did it on Yellow Wolf's album. He comes out with this
I haven't heard either of those songs,
incoherent-ass long verse, which goes into multiple sections, some of which are good. It was like, there was like a certain point, and then like the beginning of his verse was solid, but then it just like goes on and on and on, and I'm just like, dude, this isn't your album. What are you doing?
I think that's kind of actually, it's not so much Eminem, but I think that's kind of a problem that Nicki had throughout this album is like the fucking outros are too fucking long in half these songs. Like Nicki, like I understand like you want the beat to run for like 20 more seconds, but like, dude, why the hell you let this shit run for like 45 seconds or a minute?
I don't know.
Like cut it, like it's okay, just cut it off. And this song's guilty of that.
Yeah.
It just keeps going and going, and it's like, why? You could have cut this shit. You could have made this shit 3.5 minutes. It would have been a great song.
Not only that, but he has some of the corniest bars I've heard.
Eminem writes corny bars?
Yeah, yeah, did you know that? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he has like 3 albums full of them. No, but
Holy
I'm saying, like,
shit.
No, but it's gotten to a level where it's like, Eminem, what are you doing here?
If you're me, I think he's got a whole career full of them. I don't know if you guys knew I don't like Eminem at all.
Yeah. It says, and you might want to decide to cheat because your eyes got to open a peek.
Whoa!
He's already used that corny bar on the album 2 albums ago.
Oh, stop the fucking presses.
Oh, he's so corny.
God, what a legend. What a legend that man is.
I must be like, this is one of the gems right here. He says, I must be like pie crust because I was bred to rise like I was yeast.
Oh boy.
Like this.
Oh boy.
Goodness.
What a lyricist that man is.
Yeah, this is the greatest rapper alive.
You got that right. Exactly.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, like, I can kind of see it because he does have good lines. It's just he didn't show up to play.
No. And the thing is, Eminem, like, he's so gifted from a technical standpoint that like, and he still is. Like even though he sounds completely disinterested, like he's rapping very fast.
That's all it is.
But exactly, and that's why technical prowess can only get you so fucking far.
But then, like you said, so this is a roller coaster for you, right?
Yes.
So the next song, Barbie Dreams, yes. It goes back up.
Yeah. See, Barbie Dreams was kind of like me. I was like, I think the song is okay, just at face value. But the thing,
it's just a fun little song.
The whole approach was like, Nicki Minaj, like she sounded like she was like hip hop's like Nikki Glaser or like Jeff Ross.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I thought you wear the dresses. Hey.
The designers
I don't know. Now all of a sudden she's Andrew Dice Clay, actually. Hey.
That would have been awesome if he curated it.
No, it would have been great. Just every bar as the Dice Man comes in. That would have been great. Like, oh, Drake, he cries. Hey. 6'9", want to have sex with me,
DJ
bring me back to a trailer park. Hey, DJ Khaled doesn't eat pussy. Whoa!
But the thing is, like,
that was actually the best line of the entire song. I have to give credit for that. The song I was kind of like on the whole, but that DJ Khaled
tell
part.
Me what you don't eat. Yeah, that was funny.
That was good stuff, Nikki. I gotta give you credit for that.
She has a sense of humor and a personality. That
sure,
I think a lot of times, like her cleverness, she doesn't put her clever bars to use as much as she should. Because
I think that
song has clever stuff going up and down.
There's some good burns in there.
Right,
there's some lazy ones too, like the Young Thug one, which is like okay, ha ha ha, like Young Thug's wearing dresses.
I thought it was funny.
Like Meek Mill started getting my DMs, like okay,
wacky. Yeah, which he's like
and the 6ix9ine bring me back to the trailer park. I was like, oh ha.
No, that wasn't 6ix9ine.
That wasn't 6ix9ine.
That was Eminem. She was talking about Eminem.
Okay, my bad.
She said 6ix9ine. She curved 6ix9ine.
Okay.
But Eminem, which I mean, she brought him back to the trailer park. Yeah, Eminem's poor, whatever.
Yeah.
But whatever. Moving on to the next song, which it goes right back down.
Rich Sex. Now, see, Rich Sex is an absolute turd. Like, this record, Rich Sex is a contender for the worst song of the album in my eyes.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst trap songs I've ever heard.
Yeah. It's pretty terrible.
The hook is awful. Then Lil Wayne, what the fuck was that? What the fuck?
Lil Wayne's like, he's like, I came in her face, and I was like, now you looking rich, bitch. Is Lil Wayne like a serial killer with these like horror movie one-liners?
No, but like everybody the song just sounds cheap and awful.
It's incredibly overproduced.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's wildly overproduced. Like,
and then you have
the tone is just all over the place.
Yeah. And then on top of that, it just feels like this was one of those throwaway singles.
100%.
Like usually it's like they come with their best because this is Lil Wayne. This is this is her protege, his protege.
Yeah.
You know, so you would think that they would come harder because we haven't heard from Lil Wayne in however many months. Lil Wayne's been in and out of genre. This is your big moment to come in and show people what you're made of since you got the rights back to your Carter 5 album.
Yes.
And he comes in with this just lazy
horrible verse. Horrible
this
verse.
Awful verse. Let me read you some of the worst lyrics we have on here. Which, I mean, I already gave you a little snippet here. Where is it? Fuck her on the helicopter. Now she's screaming, sky's the limit.
Yeah, that was, good Lord, was that a line? Jesus Christ.
What else do we have here? I told you the one that Lil Mama said she only fucking on a rich dick. I come her in the face and tell her, now you looking rich, bitch.
Dude, like, okay, first off, 21 Savage's like lines like that are so fucn good that no one should be doing lines like that.
Yeah.
Like what was 21 Savage say on NC-17 by Travis Scott? He says like come on her cheek now call her babyface.
Oh my goodness.
Like that's to me that's spectacular. Oh. If you're going for that, but yeah, that's just weird.
Pussy smell like money when I'm down there.
Okay, really? Wow, because you're rich. It's crazy.
I would say it smells more like lawyer fees, but
hey. That's just me. No, and Lil Wayne has a pretty good track record of guest verse recently.
Yeah.
Particularly the last time when he went away for a little while, and he came back on M's by A$AP Rocky, and I was like, wow, and he fucking stole the show. And he stole the show. I forgot
about that verse.
He stole the fucking show on that shit.
And then on Smuckers too.
Yeah, exactly. And Lil Wayne came in and came out of a hiatus. It was great.
2015 was like Lil Wayne just coming through with these
not so much in 2018.
Yeah, not so much.
Didn't do it.
And then it goes even more down with Hard White. I don't know. I wasn't feeling Hard White.
Hard White's okay. Of course, I'm surprised it took her that long to take a shot at Cardi, though.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know if that was much of a shot at Cardi. I don't know.
Didn't need to strip to get pole position. That is the most blatant shot at Cardi that there is. And again, why the fuck are you taking shots at Cardi anyways? It's ridiculous.
That could have been a verse from anyone. Think about it.
Didn't have to strip to get pole position.
She could have pulled that.
But Cardi B's whole thing is that she was a stripper turned rapper.
Okay, but
and Cardi is obviously hot shit, and Nicki went after her like crazy.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to understand, women are secularized all the time in hip hop.
Sure.
So, but it makes sense that she would bring up. Okay, what else?
I thought that was the most blatant shot at Cardi, and Nicki is. I don't know why because the thing is, currently they're both doing well. They're both doing. A-okay.
Yeah.
But Nicki, for some odd reason, Nicki would have had a real hard time in the 90s because Nicki has. This is just how ass backwards as our culture gets very, very, very slowly more progressive.
Yeah.
For some completely fucking reason that's unbeknownst to me, there's way less female rappers now than there was 20 years ago. So Nicki, I think, feels like Cardi is somehow taking her territory, which is fucking ridiculous. Because imagine if Nicki was coming up in the 90s, and you look around your goddamn city.
Yeah.
And you would have been like, wow, like Little Kim.
Yeah.
Hell, a woman you had on your album, Foxy Brown.
Yeah.
MC Light.
Yeah.
And then, God, you bring everybody else in. You bring in the West Coast. You bring in other places. Missy Elliott.
Yeah. Queen Latifah.
Fucking Queen Latifah. Da Brat.
Yeah.
Gangsta Boo down south with 3 6 Mafia. Like, come on.
Yeah. I feel like that was her more just saying that she didn't have to lower herself to a low standard.
Nah.
Because to me, that line is akin to her saying, like, I never had to, like, sell, like, I never had to, like, prostitute myself on the street for money. I never had to. It's the woman equivalent of a man trying to say that he never had to sell drugs in order to become
I got you.
Okay.
That's a sound theory, but I just think that's complete trash because.
Why?
Because she's been going after Cardi so much. And Cardi,
if
Cardi was just, but Cardi's whole stick is like, no, I wouldn't say her stick, but like a big part of her message is that she's a stripper.
Familiar.
No, I know that.
If she really wanted to come at Cardi, she would have like said something a little more. Yeah. I think she would have came harder. The jab would have been a lot stronger if she wanted to come at Cardi. Yeah. This for me. I think this is one of those situations, honestly, I'm going to say it, I think rap fans that's just a reach. People were just putting two together. I don't necessarily think it's a dig at Cardi.
Well, you skipped a song there, pal. You skipped Bed.
Bed is after Hard White. What are you talking about?
Did I fucking write it out wrong? I did. Never mind.
Bed's after Hard White.
No, you're right. No, you're right. You're right because I got the first like 4 songs right, and then I realized that I was going off memory, and then I was like, oh wait, I fucked up.
Now that we're talking about Bed.
Okay, yes, and this is where No, because the double punishment was I didn't get to listen to Ariana Grande's album because of this.
Oh, okay.
And Sweetener is an album I'm a very big Ariana Grande fan.
I'm a big Pete Davidson fan.
So you're the one.
No, honestly, all right.
I don't mind Pete Davidson, but
I like Ariana Grande too. I like her first album. I think I used to have the biggest crush on Ariana Grande when I was like 15.
Yeah, big fan of Sam and Cat. Was that the show she was on?
No, the one before that.
Okay, I don't know what the hell she was on.
She was on.
By the time she was on Nickelodeon, because you have younger siblings, like because my younger brother's your age. So
that's my girl right there.
So I didn't.
Wasn't familiar with Nickelodeon. Pete Davidson, man. The guy looks like a frog, and he's pulling that. He's pulling that woman right there. Shout out to Pete freaking Davidson.
It's a staggering.
Anyways, she stole the show on this song.
Oh, absolutely.
Amazing.
No, she literally makes the song.
Yeah.
The beat, I think the beat's great. It's like this very dreamlike, nice, smooth beat.
Right.
And then Ariana, the hook is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's when it came out in June. Like, the hook is stuck in my fucking head. And when I listen to the album again, the hook's been stuck in my head for, the past week.
And then you have that little, that subtle note change at the end where she sings it in a different octave.
Oh, Nicki gets buried. No. And then Ariana has this, particularly recently, she's had this tendency to just blow up on the last chorus, and it's just like, my God. First off, nobody can fucking touch her vocally right now. Just fucking forget about it.
Yeah,
people, bow to her.
Kiss
her fucking feet.
Neck to neck with Mariah. I don't know if Mariah can hit those
notes. Mariah can't hit those notes anymore. Mariah cannot hit those notes anymore.
Unfortunately.
No.
Yo, so anyway, we went on that song.
But
I'm glad that was a highlight for you, because for me that was
it was a very but that's the odd part. It's bad when you are getting completely overshadowed by everything else in the song.
Yeah,
but the beat. But the thing is, everything else is so good that it doesn't matter. Yeah. Nicki's a passenger on her own song, which it happens to people. Don't get it twisted. This isn't just her.
It happens.
It happens. This is a textbook example.
All right, moving on. The next couple songs, I didn't really care for the next that next up until we get to Chun Li. The songs between Ben and Chun Li just didn't really work for me.
I liked Thought I Knew You because I like The Weeknd so much, and he just shows up. And
but did he really? But the thing is, I felt like he was really underutilized on that song. Personally, I feel like he would have.
I guess so.
He should have. I feel like he should.
I thought his contribution was good.
I mean,
it's not. I'm not saying he did anything out of the ordinary, but
maybe it's because I've heard him do so much better on other featured songs.
Fair enough.
But whatever. Go on.
Running High kind of sucks. Running High is very forgettable.
I don't even remember Running High.
No, Running High is very forgettable.
I don't remember Running High.
Very forgettable.
I remember Chun Swae. Chun Swae was god awful.
All right, Chun Swae.
What the hell?
All right. I'll get to Chun Swae in a second.
No. We gotta get to it now. What is Swae lead thinking?
Okay, first off, Chun Swae is literally how I felt about the album over the course of 6 minutes. because at time, I'm like, those Metro beat drops. I'm like, oh, good job, Metro. Another sparse, atmospheric beat. Good work, pal. And then the Cook comes on, and I'm like, Swae Lee sounds like you auto-tuned the Swedish Chef on this song. He's like, scorpa dorp, scooper dorper dorpy dorpy sorp. Auto-tune. Sorry, I can't auto-tune myself, but that's what he sounded like. He's like, Porsche, or scorpy dorpy dorp. and then Nikki comes out with this fucking ridiculous high-pitched flow that I'm like, I want to throw my laptop out the fucking window. But then she switches and it starts like going off, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like, yo, where was this 15 seconds ago?
And then it keeps going back and forth, and Swae, the Swedish Chef comes back.
I'm like, what is this? Like, he sounds like a kindred spirit that's like been stuck in this beat for weeks.
Does anybody?
He's
been in like a box.
That's what I feel like. Why is Swae Lee coming in here sounding like this poltergeist?
They put him in a capsule in outer space. He's stuck.
That's what I thought.
Sporky dorky dorp. Because Swae Lee out of the box.
Oh, what was that line about the West Coast feeling like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Wait, there was words in there?
I
think the only thing I understood in it that he said the song was Porsche. Or he might have been talking about borscht. Maybe he's very into Russian stews. I don't know. He's a big fan of the Russian delicacies.
I don't understand. But yeah, that was just like, that came out of nowhere.
And then Nikki spends the last minute of the song shouting people out, and you're thinking like, and when she goes like, oh, you're thinking like this.
Oh, that's what she does, like the acceptance speech.
Pretty
halfway
much.
Through the album.
Yeah, and she's like, you're thinking like this, like she killed it, like she crushed it, like this,
Sure.
like
whatever.
Like this is something special. I'm like, no, Nikki, I'm thinking, I don't know what the fuck I think right now.
But then the album goes back up with Chun-Li.
Yeah, Chun-Li's great.
Awesome.
I mean, we talked about it when the single came out.
Yeah.
It's a nice banger.
Yep. LLC, good form.
LLC,
Nip Talk.
LLC I think is a very, very good song. I think it's one of the better songs of the album. But it's Nikki showing off. It's literally just Nikki saying like, guys, I can rap fast.
Exactly.
Because her rap skills kind of get buried. I think that the rap side of her music's always been better than her pop shit. Because I think that basically her pop stuff in the past has been some of her worst songs. Like every time I hear Starships, I'm like, this is.
I enjoy Super Bass.
I wish I was dead.
You like Super Bass?
I hate Super Bass.
You hate Super Bass?
I hate Super Bass. Yeah.
What do you think about Moment for Life?
Moment for Life's not bad.
I love Moment for Life. I think it's probably her best single.
That's pretty decent.
Okay, so yeah, next couple songs.
Good Form works because of Mike Will's beat.
Yeah.
That beat.
The producer, she definitely pulled some really good producers on this.
Oh, absolutely.
They as their.
But that's how you kind of expect of an artist of her caliber. I mean, you're gonna attract. You're gonna
get Zaytoven, you're gonna get Mike Will.
Top level producers are gonna want to make beats for you.
Yeah. I don't really know if you want to take it over from here.
One thing I had to mention though, just to finish off this, come back because you said Mike Will. I need to finish one thought on Swae Lee. Does anybody know how to produce his vocals besides Mike Will?
I don't think anyone does.
Maybe like a few other guys like in the Mike Will family.
Yo.
Because you listen to Ray Shremmerd. Like, Swae Lee never sounds like that. No, and that's regardless of what you think about Ray Shremmerd. Swae Lee's vocals never sound, and it was the same thing on that song on Black Panther, the Black Panther soundtrack, which is escaping me at the moment.
The Ways.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck is going on with the vocals?
I liked him on that song, though.
I thought he was awful on that song.
Really?
Oh my God.
He sounded completely different, I think, on that song than this song.
But like, how can it be that hard? I mean, I understand people everybody has like little tweaks to auto-tune, but Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Nobody fucking knows that.
His real voice must be freaking amazing.
No, he's used it in the past. Like they don't have auto-tune on every song. Most songs, yes, but occasionally they'll raw dog the shit from time to time.
I just think about it like the Swedish Chef when you say.
That's all I can think of. Yesterday when I was re-listening to it, I had the thought on when I listened to it for the first time on Sunday, and I was listening to it again yesterday, and the whole time I was just scoopy dorpy dorp, scoopa dorper derp.
This sounds like a freaking Muppet.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's because the Swedish Chef is a fucking Muppet.
Good Form, Nip Talk.
Nip Talk is awful. Nip Talk, I think, is the worst song on the album.
I honestly, one of the
worst. It's so fucking bad. It's so repetitive and just like, oh my God, Nikki.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I didn't care for the beat on that one either, though.
No, everything about it is an abomination.
No.
It's a fucking abomination.
Maybe it's just because the bass sounds terrible, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's just sloppily produced. The vocal performance is
that's a good word for it.
The vocal performance is all over the place. It is so goddamn repetitive and lifeless and fucking dull. Ugh, just a fucking steaming turd of a song.
Keeps going down for me. honestly, up until we get to like Coco Chanel.
I actually like "Come See About Me."
Really?
I honestly think it's one of her better like ballads.
Really?
I don't know why.
You enjoyed
I
that?
thought it was very good.
That very like, sugar syrupy type.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it warmed my heart.
I think that's probably one of her like weaker songs on that album.
I very much enjoyed it.
Sir-
Sir is completely disposable, just a very generic trap song.
My goodness.
Miami, oh good lord, that's another fucking dud.
Yeah, another dud. Coco Chanel with Foxy. I think Foxy Brown killed it on that song personally. She comes through with all these like she's coming through with these patois
right.
stuff. Also, Nicki mispronounced a Patek, all right, or Patek. She pronounced Patek, so I don't want to hear anyone saying that there's only one way to say Patek because she says Patek, all right. So stop coming at me with that garbage. All right, Chris from
Look
work.
about two-tone Patek. I'm just like no. I mean no. I don't think anybody knows how to pronounce it.
Okay.
I believe it's Patek.
Sure, why not?
I believe it's Patek, but then again, I don't have a good relationship with Swish watches.
Me neither.
I can't, yeah, so I don't wear any watch in general, let alone a fucking Patek.
There we go.
Patek, whatever the fuck you want to say.
What else can we really say about this album?
Inspirations is an outro.
Yeah. Is it really? Are you sure?
Dude, I didn't know the song changed.
Yo, well,
I didn't know the song changed either time.
That's how seamless the transition
Either
was.
time.
There you go.
I was like, what the fuck? No, it took me like 30 seconds and then it's pretty much over at that
Well,
point.
it's the same beat, that's why.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, why was this a song?
I don't know.
You could have. Well, then Nick, you just had another like 5-minute outro that didn't fucking end.
I'm happy it was short, personally. You
Yeah.
know, the outro sounded more like an interlude. The interlude sounded like the outro.
You're right. I completely agree.
It's kind of weird.
Too Little Too Late is also an interlude. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's not much to say about that. And what do you think about Fifi? Have you heard the Fifi? Because it is quite the hit. I've heard the Fifi. It's not very good. 6ix9ine, not much going on there.
I think it's the worst.
And as someone who is very much on the trap scene, me and 6ix9ine, not very good.
I don't know, man.
Not very
that
good.
song is just.
It's
not my cup of tea.
It's below average.
Yeah.
I would
what
say.
What are we thinking as far as grades, though?
All right. Well, because it's such an adventure, I'm gonna go because there's enough positive stuff to say. I'm gonna give it. I was in the B- C+ range. I'm gonna give it tilt towards B-, namely because I looked at other albums I had given C+, and I'm like, this shit's better than Bobby Tarantino too.
Okay then.
So okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna go B-. I mean, it's fine. It's a fine album. I don't know if it's, again, I haven't heard another Nicki album from start to finish, so I can't really say where it compares to the rest of her discography. But it's a fine record. It's not gonna be anything that I'm gonna be remembering too much, going back to too much. But it's fine. There is some very good stuff. There's some very bad stuff, and there's a whole lot of mediocre to decent stuff in there.
I'd have to go with a C+. I think this is probably her best album, but that's not saying much. She went from like garbage on Pink Friday to like even worse stuff on Roman Reloaded. The Pink print was just forgettable, and then this is just a slight improvement for me. Only because there's a handful of songs where I feel like she actually took the time to produce her raps. Like,
yeah, I mean, her rapping continues to get better. I will say that.
Definitely.
I mean, she absolutely has some ability. I mean,
I'm very happy that she's been able to.
And she's done some really good guest spots this year.
Yeah.
I mean, between Anybody by her verse on Anybody by Young Thug's really good, namely because she name drops Lauren London's character from the T.I. rollerblading movie ATL.
Yeah.
So, and Lord knows I love a nice deep cut in the pop culture references. So there you go, Nicki.
She also did really good on Ball for Me.
She did Ball for You. Cool. She also does a pretty good job on Poke It Out by Playboy Cardi.
So yeah, C+ for me.
B-. I mean, we're pretty much in agreement on this. It's a fine album. It's not anything too great, not anything awful.
Definitely doesn't deserve all this. I mean.
Well, I mean, it's not really praise. This is Nicki being pissed.
Well, no, I was referring to like her fans, but then again, those are her fans.
I saw one kid just tweet, "I feel so bad for her." Like,
why?
I'm like, why?
Does he feel bad for her?
I'm like, there's no reason to feel bad for her. Her album sold a shit ton.
This is the era that we're living in. We're like, if you're not like number one, if you're not like right there,
this is not. This
it's
is
a loss.
This is a very specific to a few artists. This is not like a widespread problem.
Sure. No,
like,
it is because a lot of people think when Kendrick doesn't sell like more than Drake, he's immediately considered an underdog.
Oh my fuck! Nobody's a fucking.
What are you talking about?
You're all fucking super. If you're headlining an arena, shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
No, I'm saying no. You are not an underdog.
On that note, we're gonna thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let us know what you thought about Queen. Let us know on Facebook, As We Proceed Official on Instagram. As always. We're on SoundCloud as always, iTunes, Apple Music.
We're all over the place.
We're not on Apple Music. That was a complete lie.
Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts. Thank you.
Yep.
And we will talk to you guys next time. I'm sorry for your loss, Nicki.
Yep.